the market has sold off a lot in the last few days, right? We've all seen and experienced that. And those like us that are watching this on a daily basis had no issue with that. Did you see the news? This Wall Street expert expects the stock market to this Wall Street expert warns stock market is a really big accident waiting to happen. All right. So this is on Stuart Varney's program.
This is the market in the last 48 hours, of course. Take a look at the Dow. Big comeback today after a big beating yesterday. The same for the...
Let's set a little context here real quick. So the market has sold off a lot in the last few days, right? We've all seen and experienced that. And those like us that are watching this on a daily basis had no issue with that.
NASDAQ. So what do you buy? The free fall yesterday or so far the comeback today? Peter Eliade, the stock market cycle editor and publisher, but certainly not buying a bull market, at least for the longer term. Peter, what do you think?
Oh, Neil, I'm so happy I could talk with you to attempt to revitalize what must have been a painfully quiet and boring past few weeks of news for you.
You're right, but you've been looking this apart from all these, fundamental developments, because you read the technicals. And what do the technicals tell you?
Well, right now, the technicals are getting more and more bearish. One of the things that when you know that I'm very much maybe 99 and 44, 100% ivory technician and not fundamentalist. But the one fundamental thing I like to look at, Neil, at extremes is valuation.
Okay. I was hoping this guy would be a little more interesting. I may have to cut this. Yeah, we hit some extremes, right? We hit some extremes big time in the market breadth, which was exactly why we got out. You can go back and watch the live streams, and exactly why we got out is because we did hit an extreme in this category. But keep in mind, like the extremes happened and then the sell-off happened. Okay. We were out of the market before this started to chew against us, right? Out of the market before it started to eat out our portfolio here. And that's not what we want to see, right? We don't want to see the market moving down like this, market breadth peaking and coming back down if you're bullish long term, right? It came down to this 50 period area and it's kind of flirting around right there. We had one member ask why we weren't going short. And the real reason is we don't quite have everything we need yet, right? The SPY, the S&P 500 still had a buy signal. Well, this is the Qs right here, but the SPY already still had a buy signal. And so I was not ready to go short. And then it bounced right at this area here. Now, stocks don't generally crash from all-time highs. It's not really that what it will do. You can go back on any chart and look at it, is it will reach a high, pull back, reach a high, pull back, maybe a double, maybe a triple top, right? Kind of figure out exactly where it's going. And then if the momentum is not there, that's when it starts to nosedive, right? That's when the pullbacks really come. That's when those 10, 20, 50% corrections happen. They don't generally crash from all-time highs. However, short term, like, yeah, the technicals, like he's saying, are absolutely looking bearish. You've got your 10 period under the 20 period. You've got price just above the 50 period here, kind of in this this in the middle spot here. So I would not be looking to go long, nor would I be looking to go short right now. In fact, I would be looking to hold cash like I am doing, right? But I mean, looking at the Qs, right? So QQQ, we got a sell signal on June 26th. And let's go to the Qs. Right, we talked about this the other day. We got a sell signal here. And it wasn't quite the top, but it managed to do pretty well. And you can see a real strong pullback that's happened since that point, right? And so the market absolutely had, like he was saying here, a bit of extreme, right? We were hitting new all-time highs. Market breadth, the amount of stocks that were on the bull list was hitting over 75%. We peaked at 78%, and then it started to come back down. Everything, if you watch, everything that you need to know is right there on the screen. But what you have to do, you specifically, I'm talking to you, is not put your ego in it, not try and fight it, and just say, oh, you know what? The market is doing this, so I need to go along with that. And that's where most traders do it wrong. They try to say the market must do this thing. The market has to do this thing. But then what ends up happening is they are losing their shirt because the market doesn't care what you think it should do. Instead of reading a book, you're trying to tell it what the next paragraph is going to be. No, just read the book. Just follow along with the book. And it gets way, way, way simpler. So let's follow along with our market analysis. All right, welcome to the Outlier Trading Room. Did you see my new swag? Yeah, I know this is reversed. Long story, my monitor for all the Outlier stuff is on this screen. And if I put it on this screen, that'll be fine. The problem here is my camera, right? When I get everything on this screen, if I have it facing the right direction, then it looks like I'm looking way off in the distance on this side, where everything's happening on this side, but I'm looking over there. And I ran it like that for like 2 or 3 years, and it drove me absolutely crazy. And then one day I was like, oh, I should just reverse my camera. So my shirt is currently looking reversed, and I will be very honest with you, because I look at little tiny details like this. I'm probably going to buy a mirror image shirt so that you can read it correctly. But either way, here we are in the Outlier trading room. This is smart trading made simple. Save time, make money, start winning with less risk. Now, that is what I like to call profit hacking. So if you want to get a copy of the profit hacking playbook, just head over to profithackingplaybook.com to get a free copy, or you can actually pick one up inside of our Discord in the VIP members, VIP investors toolkit. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Christopher Uhl. I've twice been awarded top 100 people in finance. I've been successfully trading since 2009. I'm a partner with Outlier, and this is my style of trading using Outlier. Now, I like to use the golden ticket trading strategy, which is the 8 steps to turn profit hacking into pure gold. And the master key to this is right here on the screen. The buy signal on the SPY, the market breadth, and the sector breadth. We've talked a bunch already about the market breadth, about how it peaked just a few days ago. The peak was on July 19th, and it's come back down. This is actually bearish to me. So I wouldn't be taking any long trades for a while, right? Until this comes back. I don't know when it'll come back, but I would absolutely say this is a bearish setup here from the market breadth. So if this is bearish, sector breadth, I would wait to see on the individual stock that I'm looking at, which I'm not even going to get that far, honestly. And then the SPY signal. So you've got bearish market breadth with a bullish SPY signal. Let's go to the SPY signal real quick. So the S&P 500 still has a buy signal. And we do have, a mix of indicators here, right? Which way is it going to go? You've got the QQQ saying to sell. You've got the SPY saying to buy. And to me, all of these non-confluent indications here, these non-confluent data points, all these things that have different messages they're trying to speak to you, says, don't put any risk on. Hold cash. And that's what I am doing. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. So I would absolutely, if you were asking me what to do with your money, look, man, I'm not the boss. You can do whatever you want, but I'm holding cash. I don't know how long I'm going to be holding cash, but I'm definitely going to. Let's take a look at a couple buy and sell signals real quick, just because we got time. Let's look at Flex. I don't know what Flex is, but it sounds cool. Let's look at SAP. So Flex Ltd. It's in the tech sector. Performance summary, 35% with Outlier. Now this buy and hold has actually been pretty outstanding, but do have positive expectancy there with Outlier. In fact, we do have a buy signal today on Flex. So if this is one that speaks to you, by all means, take a look at it. Then we've got SAP. Again, Outlier at 15%. Buy and hold has definitely outperformed this one, but still positive expectancy here. And then we've got a buy signal that came through today. Let's look at a couple sell signals. Let's look at HR and ICE. HR, I don't know what HR is. Healthcare realty in the real estate sector. Okay. Got a sell signal on that. The most recent buy and sell signal went from about $17 to $17.96 from around $17.50 or so. So a decent percentage gain right there. Performance summary, not so great here. Negative 24% on Outlier. And then you've got ICE, which is the Intercontinental something in the financial sector. Oh, look at this move. This is a really sharp move here. Went from about 141, and the sell signal came at about 151. So a nice $10 move right there. And performance summary, 57% with Outlier. So like I say all the time, Outlier delivers you new opportunities every single day. Even though for me and my style of trading, I don't see any opportunities come through, that definitely doesn't mean that there is nothing to do. There's clearly lots and lots to do. So be sure to head over to outlier.com, log in, check all that out. And otherwise, you know what? Thank you so much for coming to the Outlier Trading Room. Thank you so much for letting me tell you about my my weekend getaway with incredible toxic masculinity. Oh, I'm so toxic. You guys have a fantastic day. See you right back here tomorrow. We'll talk soon.